Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today we are in the Ridge of Frozen Souls, and we are going to be going against Nicola and the Boreal Brutes and a whole lot of bad dudes that are here in the Ridge. And what we're going for today is we're just kind of slapping some things together. Again, we've got our trifecta down here of faster gifts and higher Ichor recovery. Now, the most important thing about this setup is the speed with which you can execute Chariot Rush. Chariot Rush is an exceptionally good gift, but it excels so much more when it is sped up, and you can see there how fast you can get that off. And if we go one more step farther, and you can see just that is just absolutely crazy fast. So that is the goal here, is to get Chariot Rush as fast as you possibly can. Now that's not always possible, obviously, because there are events happening, things going on, so on and so forth. But if you can get Chariot Rush to be as fast as possible, it is one of the most amazing gifts in all of Vein. So as we go along here, you'll notice that we are just going to be, running up against random enemies here and stuff, and we won't really have too much that we're going to need to worry about here. And what are walls in Vein when you can outsmart the game? And so as we get moving along here, we're using the suicide spurs, so we have pretty good slash damage resistance, and so we shouldn't really have a problem with really anything here, except getting beat in the face by something horrible. So as we go through here, we will probably be good enough, I would say, to make sure that we get through here decently well. Okay, I'm definitely not getting the backstabs here. Okay, but with everything that we do have, we should be okay. And there shouldn't be too many issues that we will run into. Obviously, the Boreal Brutes will be a definite problem that we will run into, but it is okay, and we should be fine with what is going on. Whoops. Okay, now we definitely need to be running to the missile. Somehow we magically survived with 1 HP and died as we activated the missile, so that was definitely interesting. We got an audio cue from our character because we died right there, and she said, "Thanks, glad you're here." Very interesting. So you'll notice that because this is just kind of an average-ish build here, we don't really have any one thing that is super incredible for our setup here, for ice resistance or otherwise, or any of these kinds of things. And so what we are going to be going up against here is some pretty awful things. Okay, yes sir. Okay, he's just gonna go kill himself. Well, I really did want to... Oh, did he not kill himself? Yes. I really did want to fight him, but we'll fight the next guy. And terrain problems are just definitely part of the game. So you'll notice that we will seem kind of overpowered, but that's only because of the fact that we're using fire in the ice area against enemies that are weak to fire. And these enemies are very weak to fire. I mean, like, it's not a super joke or anything. Like, it really does devastate them. So we are going to take full advantage here, and that's kind of what you would expect to come to a place called the Ridge of Frozen Souls. You would expect to use fire, and so since most everybody who would ever come here would just use fire, we are just gonna use regular fire here. Nothing special, nothing super amped up, no gift buffs of any kind to increase any of our damage or stuff. We're just going to use the regular old whoops, wrong oh my goodness, wow, okay, I completely botched all of this. Oh well, we did it anyways. I missed everything about those guys. So what we are going for here is just simple regular gameplay that really doesn't do anything spectacular, but what it does do is it does dispatch enemies quickly, and that is what we are you know, built and designed to do, is to just get rid of enemies as we find them, and that is what every single build in Vayne should try to do all the time. However, with this build, with this setup and everything, we are able to completely ruin these guys basically whenever and however we want. And of course, okay, and of course this guy did the snow kick, and the snow kick is pretty fatal for a blood veil that has no resistance against it almost. So yeah, oh well. But that guy has 2 opening moves, and the snow kick is one of them, and it's not very common, and so he definitely caught me out on that one. Now, the thing about Chariot Rush is that it does have a cancelable moveset where you can cancel out of it at a couple of different points in the animation, and it's best if you leave the whole thing to play, but it's not super necessary to leave the whole thing to play. But if you do find yourself in a position where you do need to transition out of Chariot Rush into something else, you can absolutely do that into some other kind of attack or otherwise, and that is a really great way to have a gift that you can utilize where you can, you know, do some kind of attack, jump in and get yourself set up for big damage, and then you can transition out of it if you need to at any point in time. That is normally what I see him do, is a 2-handed swing, and for whatever reason he did not do it last time, and that is all good. And again, what are walls here in Vayne? So let's just get rid of dogs as we see them. Okay, since we have the I-core, definitely going to take advantage of it. And let's get some of our buffs going here, and we should be off to the races here. Oh, we caught him. That was almost like a scorpion move there. Okay, now he's focused, so he will go into ice armor here at you know, any moment if he can stand up. There he is. He was going. Okay, and he did the sonic spin. Okay, well, the Boreal Brutes are, you know, definitely, you know, one of the toughest enemies in the game, and their reputation is still holding up, so very good for them. Now I think we're just going to run back to him and ignore all of this because we've already seen it twice and such. No point to rehash old wounds here, and they will peter out and give up here after a minute, so we'll just let them figure out where they leash, and then they will go back. Now the Boreal Brutes, the most important thing that you need to realize about them is that they need to be doing crush damage at different points in time. Okay, we are out of stamina here. This is bad. Okay. I definitely want to grab my haze, and then we will grab the missile here. And dogs are awful. Dogs are always awful. Everybody is coming over here, which is not great, but... Oh, whoops. Okay. Well, let's just reset the area. Because that was pretty ridiculous there. Alright, now, the Boreal Brutes, let's get back to them. The interesting thing about them is that they get their ice armor when they get focused. So if you can have something like Frenzied Fire, you can actually reduce their focus meter and delay their... you can delay their focus moment, and so you can then attack them more often without their ice armor. Their ice armor will destroy you almost all the time, no matter what you are doing. Wow, he definitely is excited here. Whoops. Okay, I don't think I can get off another launch, but we're gonna try. Nope. Okay. Okay, good. We got the backstab, and that means that he does not have ice armor, even though it looks like he does. He does not. Okay, definitely watch out for the spin. Okay, and we got him again before the ice armor. That is the most important thing you can do, is get him before the ice armor goes on. But that's a little bit of a visual glitch there, and then it'll disappear. Boop. Gone. So that is how you can know, is if you can backstab him, then you've got him before the ice armor went on, so he still has all of his base resistances and such. So that is like priority one, is to backstab him while he's in that animation. And if you can't backstab him, that's fine. Just hit him with some slash and crush, and you should be fine. Now, for Nicola here, this is a pretty basic boss fight. There's no real super duper surprises here that you need to look for or anything. It's just kind of manage your stamina. Very, very basic boss fight. Hit him with a gift every now and then. Hit him with your weapon. Get some ichor. Hit him with a gift. Rinse and repeat over and over and over. And obviously watch out for the ice. Okay. Watch out for those things. And don't get hit, because I dodged one too early. Oh well. Yeah, you can go back and see the times that I pushed the spacebar. I pushed it definitely early, and it was during his first twirl, which then he hit me with the second one. I was desperately trying to get a second dodge in, and I knew right away when I first dodged that he was going to do the shield spin at the exact moment that I was coming out of the first dodge. So yeah, definitely a poorly timed dodge on my part. But you can see that we do just very average damage to him, because he is weak to fire pierce, and we don't have fire pierce except for our first attack here, and with Chariot Rush. So if we can get him to a point where he does that, we can get a Chariot Rush in, but no other time really. So we want to watch out for that. Is he spinning? No. Okay. Okay, now it's time to load up here on everything we can. Okay, now here's where we just back up and let him decide what he's gonna do. Oh, okay. That was an interesting defensive maneuver there. Now those punches do have an AoE to them, so you should absolutely be careful because they do hit in a kind of circular barrel area instead of like a point in space where his fist is. It's like a giant DK barrel from Donkey Kong just slamming into your face, and it can be to the side of it, of the punch as well, and it can be in front of it and behind it sometimes in the turn, because the hitbox stays active for quite a while. So when he gets into the Fion punching bag simulator here, things can go south pretty quick. So let's try this again here. Now, if you want to really destroy Nicola, you want to go for, you know, Pierce Fire and just absolutely obliterate him with Pierce Fire. But that is not what we have today. What we have is everything pretty much but Pierce. We have Slash and Crush, which is pretty pathetic for Nicola. And again, I dodged at the wrong exact wrong time. Exact wrong time. But the beautiful part about what you can put together in Vayne is that you can try things over and over and over and over and not really get anywhere, and then you switch one or two gifts for a certain enemy or something, and then all of a sudden it's like you're playing a new game and you just steamroll everything. It's like you went from, you know, first playthrough 0 abilities to end game overpowered in one or two gifts changed. And we can experiment that here with Nicola, going from Fire, Crush, Slash to Pierce, and you'll see just this crazy difference in damage output. It is almost not fair. Okay, we hit his shield there, unfortunately. You always want to be on his left side here, if you can. There we go, that's what I needed to do last time. Let's just back up. Okay, no icicles, please. Okay. Okay. Fireball. And spin? No. No spin, huh? Interesting. There's the spin. Okay, let's get some Ichor here. Let's see what he's gonna do. Oh. Okay, definitely need to get behind him. Alright, what you gonna do? Oops. Whoops. Definitely mistimed all of that right there. Okay, so if you want to see how the Fire Pierce does against Nicola, it's pretty pathetic because it just eviscerates him pretty quickly, and it's whoops, and it's kind of almost cheating in a sense. So just changing two gifts here and watch the damage difference that ensues. It is quite comical that changing just two gifts here is, this isn't because I, you know, can't do this or something. This is totally because of the fact that just changing, you know, you picked a build, you enjoy a build, you saw how to do something with it in a certain area, and then you want to change something or something's getting a little bit too difficult. Things can change drastically when you change just one or two things, and in this case we changed two things here. Let's just back up here. Oh, come on. Why'd you have to hit me? Oh, we're dead. But look at the speed at with which you can attack Nicola, and how fast you can get his health bar down just by changing those two gifts. That is the craziness of Vayne, is that you can take whatever build you were just playing with. I mean, this is literally just changing two gifts, and he just completely was melted, I guess pun intended, in just a few seconds there. And the other build that we were, or the other two gifts that we were playing, they just kind of, you know, they don't do what these two do. So it's very interesting how Vayne is built in that way, and that is what keeps me coming back time and time and time again, is the fact that, you know, you don't have to become a master with any one thing. You can do it anytime and all the time with anything. Okay, let's back up. Give the boy some space. Okay, and here come the punches. Whoa, that was close. That was very close. And we're dead. And because he's doing crush damage with those punches, that's why we have 0/0/0 resistance against crush. As you can see here, we're at 16, so there's just nothing we can do if we get hit on that roundhouse punch there. That's definitely not something we can survive at all. So yeah, new game plus maximum difficulty here is always a strange endeavor, because you never can tell if you're gonna do well or not, because any one thing could go wrong at any one point in time, and you could just lose instantly. So that's the hilarity of Vayne, is that it really is like a kill or be killed kind of setup here, and there is no in between. Okay. Okay, let's back up. And we're dead. One punch, we get him 5/8 of his health gone in about a few seconds, and one punch and we're dead. That is the power of zero resistances here in the game, is that, you know, you make one mistake, and how many times do you make one mistake in your life? So imagine if you're driving to work and you make one mistake. You had your blinker on to turn left and you turned right accidentally or something, and they were like, nope, you're dead, and they actually, like, your life was forfeit at that point. That would be so ridiculously unrealistic. I know this is a video game, but that is the cost. Oops, that is the cost of what these boss fights actually kind of equate out to. Is that if you make one mistake, there's zero chance to try again or anything, and you have to start, you know, somewhere else. So, kind of hilarious how Vayne at max difficulty makes that so very clear. There is, and it makes no bones about it, because you can either walk into the arena and one-shot the boss, and their mistake was that they were programmed to be there, and you know, that's a thing. And then the other side of the coin is where we are today, where you make one mistake and it's over. So that is the funny bits of and pieces that you have here in Vayne, is that you never really have like always the advantage, you know. So very, very interesting. Okay, so back to our regularly scheduled build here. Oh my, we got oh so very lucky there. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do. Probably a jump and a spin. Okay. Okay, we've been getting extremely lucky here. Okay, let's back up. Okay. Now, is he going... Did you hear Nicola talking there? That is his... Nope. Okay, we definitely need to back up and heal. We're dead. You hate to see it. The pain runs deep. But that's pretty much how it goes. Most of the time is that you get stuck somewhere. You're running kind of average stuff. There's nothing really super incredible, you know, about your build or whatever. This is kind of like average Vayne right here. You get stuck. You kind of dance around for a while. You think maybe you missed something. You think you need to change your build, or you just keep going with what you have or whatever. This is just kind of how Vayne goes, and there's nothing, you know, shocking about it or anything. It's just that is how Vayne goes. And I think that's the fun part of Vayne, is that you never really can tell. Oh, you never really can tell how a fight is going to go. And especially when you pick out a build, unless you know everything about the boss that you're going up against. If you just randomly put, you know, bits and pieces together like this, where you're like, oh, well, I know I need fire, and you don't know which fire, and you don't know how to strengthen it, and you don't know how to, you know, kind of bond different gifts together, things can get out of hand and get you into a death loop, kind of like this, very, very quickly and easily. And then Vayne can become extremely stubborn in your face, and it can be wow, we shot that backwards. That was definitely different. And Vayne can be quite a struggle at that point. Okay. And up and away. And here come the punches. Oh, he's got games and punches. No. Okay, heal there. And punches. Here we go. And we're dead. Oh, barely. Oh, look at this guy. Okay, I get it, Nicola. Okay. Okay, we'll go for some gift extension. Please, no more punches. Okay. Ugh. Oops. Okay. Definitely turning into quite the duel here. No, 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 no punches. Yeah, I could tell he was gearing up there. Oh boy. Okay. We're dead. Oh, we're not dead. No. Oh, okay. Well, this is turning into quite the duel here. Okay. Big blast. Oh, almost got me with that punch. There we go. Okay, Nicola. Good night. Well done. Well done, good sir. Good fight. Thank you, guys. See you later.